Thanks for tuning in to the Urban Scope podcast, and I'm back with more NBA news. Now, this is just a random NBA topic I was thinking about that I wanted to discuss that I know it's going to be probably some controversy around, but, just watching the NBA since I was 12 years old back in, you know, 99 or 2000. So watching basketball for about 25 years, I've seen a lot of centers that came in the league and went, and then just the evolution of how the position has kind of dissolved. But I wanted to talk about how I think Nikola Jokic is the best big man in NBA history and how he's revolutionizing the position, similar to what a Steph Curry did. It's not just about scoring points now and getting a couple dunks, maybe a couple layups, sky hooks, and getting some rebounds and play, get a couple blocks on defense. It's not about that anymore. It's about seeing the whole game and involving your whole team. It's about, when you think about Jokic and you see Jokic play, the offense goes through him, whether it's he's dribbling the ball up court and making decisions for the team, or he's in the post feeding different players after the double team has come and he's kicking the ball out. So there's more sophistication to the position than the traditional usage of it. The traditional usage of the big man is still efficient. I mean, it's still needed and it's still necessary for today's game. But I think from just a versatility standpoint, which you need in today's game, just because how skilled the players are, Jokic has revolutionized the game to accommodate the new style of play and the new talent that's around it. Now, he's not the 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 most athletic player or the most fit player, but he shows you how this game is a game of skill, and it's not necessarily about athleticism, and it's not about physical ability. It's about what you can do for the team, finding what you're strong at, and he does that so well, being that triple threat from passing, scoring, and rebounding. And he doesn't clog up the paint like the traditional big man. So there's more space for for the offense to operate. And he's not stationary. And it's kind of impressive being on the same team with Russell Westbrook because Russell Westbrook is a triple double champion. He has the most triple doubles in history with over 200. But Jokic is not too far behind. Another 2 or 3 years, and he'll be right up there. So it'll be interesting to see if he can break that record with Westbrook still on the team. I think that'll be a good moment for basketball just to see and just passing the torch, and shows you how far the game has come and how much the game has evolved just from the traditional ways. Now, when I was thinking about the best big man in NBA history, I was just thinking about how Jokic ranked amongst the greatest centers in history. Now, if I left somebody off, I probably didn't, but I was just thinking about some of the greatest centers. When you think about Akeem Olajuwon, Shaquille O'Neal, Patrick Ewing, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dwight Howard, Alonzo Mourning. Now, all of these players are good at specific things, but they didn't have the versatility of a Jokic. Now, there's players on this list that can score, that can rebound, but none of them have the vision like a Nikola Jokic. Now, Nikola Jokic right now is averaging 29 points a game, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists. No other player has done that at that size for a whole year. It's only two other players that have ever done it in history, and they're 6'6" and shorter. Jokic is around 6'11", so around 7 foot. So Russell Westbrook is 6'3". Oscar Robertson was 6'5". So these are players that were guard oriented and not center oriented, which is usually designed to get rebounds, dunks, and play a little defense, get a couple blocks. But he's doing a lot more other than that. And like I said, he's not the most athletic guy, but he can get the job done. Now, if you want to debate the best, it's all dependent on the criteria and your preference. Now, if you want a center that can stretch the floor, stretch the defense, and create space for your players and create that versatility, of course, that's Jokic. But when you think about Jokic's ability, he has ability that all those players on that greatest centers list that I've named, he can do a little of all of those. So, Jokic can score like a Shaq or Kareem. He's averaging 29 points a game right now. He can rebound like a Dwight Howard or a Patrick Ewing. He's averaging 13 rebounds a game right now. And he has the footwork like an Olajuwon or even a current player like Joel Embiid. And we already know he passes better than any center in NBA history. So if you want to debate the greatest center of all time and you want to say Shaq or Will or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, it's the same day, the debate between LeBron and Jordan. So if you want a cold-blooded killer score, you would go Jordan. But if you want a player that's versatile and you can do so many different things with and be so versatile with, you want a LeBron. So it's all about preference. But, for me, I'm going with the 3-time league MVP, one-time NBA Finals champion and MVP as my greatest center of all time just because of everything he can do. Now, you can say, well, I got a John Stockton. I don't really need a passer. You can say, well, I got, a Dennis Rodman. I don't really need a rebounder. I have a Jordan. I don't really need scoring. But then you get all of that with Jokic. So if Jamal Murray goes down or if Michael Porter Jr. goes down, you still have somebody who can score, rebound, and assist, and you really don't lose much on the offensive end or in some respects the defensive end because of the pressure that he puts on the offense, on the defense from the offensive side of games. So that was just a thought I had. So let me know your thoughts. And as always, until next time, I'll see you next time.